Okay, after rook e1, here now the white plan is very clear, is to play knight f1, maybe g4, knight e3. So here computer played bishop d6. I think this bishop d6. Now he wants to move his queen back to d8, or even sometimes king side. Bishop c, this movement of bishop, maybe he's trying to attack on f2. Okay, now after bishop d6, knight df1, d into e4. Now after moving this knight to f1, there is no knight c4, so d into e4, d into e4, bishop c5, knight e3. So in this position, computer played rook ad1, knight hf1. Now black has a very good preventing method to stop knight f5. So computer played a good move trying to stop knight to f5. Okay, now computer is preventing white to play knight f5. So here Kasparov played g4. Sorry, computer played g4 after knight hf1, because now white is threatening g4. And after g4, hg4, knight g4. Black try to bring more pressure on f2. After knight g4, now Kasparov played a mistake with f3, which allows this bishop and queen to be more active on the diagonal, and this pin will be very strong. Instead of f3, Kasparov could have taken knight into g4, bishop into g4, and knight g4. It will be very good for white. So after f3, knight e3, knight e3, and now computer played a good move which no humans I think will consider such a move. Played bishop e7. See, one thing why I said no humans will think, because the pin on this diagonal is very good, and we never like to take a bishop from such a good diagonal where it cannot be attacked anywhere or anytime. We'll try to bring any other piece, and we'll attack on e3, or even sometimes we'll try to open up some more lines. Okay, so here maybe we'll try to play like f5, moves like f5, rook f1, f5, and after taking this, and knight f6 like moves, and rook d1 will be possible. Normal humans will think like this, and see the computer played a bishop e7. Now the pin continues in the both directions with bishop g5. So this is very good, because the bishop g5 not only attacks the knight on e3, and it pins the knight in both the sides with king and the queen. And the other point is, this bishop is very good to defend the h6, because after king moves from the pin, this h pawn is very weak. But still computer tying this knight on e3 to defend So after bishop e7, king h1, bishop g5, rook e2. Now Kasparov tried to release the queen with queen e1 maybe. So here computer played a4 and Kasparov played b5, b4, f5, e into f5 and e4. After e4, computer played f4. Kasparov played f4 and gave an exchange sacrifice to gain a positional advantage. So computer took bishop into e2 and Kasparov played f into g5. If computer played knight e5. Instead of knight e5, if it takes hg5, then there is a trap with knight d5 wins on spot, like this. Now the queen is attacking g5 and this bishop on b2 will soon checkmate the black king. So after knight e5, g6, bishop f3 and bishop c3. Bishop c3 is a very good prophylactic move in many lines. The first thing is this bishop c3 prevents rook to d2, a very important thing. Second thing is now his queen is free to move anywhere. A third thing is his queen even can play b2 and keep pressure on e5. Later he can push f6, f7. So not now, but if black moved his queen anywhere like queen c7, he can immediately play queen b2, or even now he can play queen e1 and maybe he can take this knight to anywhere like f1 to d2. So bishop c3 is very prophylactic move, and computer played mistake with queen b5. So this is a difference between what computer plays and humans. So queen b5 is trying to fix this knight on c4 at least, but this, even though black is an exchanger, white's passed pawns on f5 and g6 are very dangerous. So Kasparov sees the initiative and tries to go to an endgame with queen f1. After queen f1, queen into f1 and rook into f1, h5, and now Kasparov played king g1, a very good positional move. Now he's trying to take his king to like f3 and maybe 3 f4. He's having a clear plan of his king. Even he can play king f2, king e3 after taking bishop into f3, or even just blocking and playing rook h1 1 point. So king g1, very good move, and king f8, bishop h3, supporting the pawn on f5. The point of moving king g1 comes with bishop h3, b5, king f2, king g7. See, this is one more mistake made by the computer, allowing white to free his pieces. It's gone into the pin and now allows white to play g4. After king h6, rook g1, h into g4, bishop into g4, bishop into g4, knight into g4, knight into g4, rook into g4, and rook d5, f6, rook d1. Now he's threatening to play e3 and maybe e2, but white position is far more advanced, so he played G7. Now computer resigned in view of F7 and G8. So okay, this was a very good game played between Kasparov and Deep Blue Computer. A good example of how to beat a computer in a positional way. I hope you enjoy the example. See you in the next class.